Welcome to The Coffee Grind with the Denton Chamber of Commerce, powered in part by Classic of Denton. The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts and their guests are those of the show host and guests, and not necessarily those of the sponsors, DentonRadio.com, or the Denton Convention and Visitors Bureau. For more information, visit the Policies and Procedures page at DentonRadio.com.
Good morning, Denton. My name is Travis Randi. I'm the Director of Communications and Marketing for the Denton Chamber of Commerce. And with me, as always...
Good morning, Denton. My name is Randi Skinner. I serve on the Chamber Board of Directors, and as a member, I represent RS Consulting.
And you're watching the Chamber Coffee Grind. We're recording live in the Discover Denton Welcome Center inside of the DentonRadio.com studio here on the historic downtown square. And it is a beautiful Thursday morning.
Every Thursday, you can tune in for all the happenings. And I just have to give a shout out to the Welcome Center. If you guys haven't popped in lately, they've like rolled everything over to more like winter stuff and more seasonal things. So I suggest you kind of pop in, you know, maybe this weekend, perhaps for Small Business Saturday. Is that
on November 30th?
On November 30th, perhaps. That might be a good day that you come by. But yeah, or before. They have like cute sweatshirts going on and like all sorts of stuff.
All fun stuff. We can see it from here, but you can't. But we can.
No, you can't. You can't. But, they do have pro tip, I do have to say, because, you know, Saturday is UNT's homecoming, Going Green. And so, you know, you can't bring the regular bags into the stadium. They have a full display of all the clear bags, ladies and gents.
Yes.
So just saying, stop in here, grab your clear bag, and head on over to the homecoming game.
Thank you for the pro tip.
Yeah.
That's actually really, really good advice.
Well, the past few weeks I keep seeing them. I'm like, oh, I need one of those bags. You know, I haven't bought one yet, but you know I'm going to go to the game Saturday and be like, dang it, I didn't get one of those bags. So maybe I'm going to get one the day before we leave.
As far as I understand it, too, it's not just UNT. It'll also be like Denton ISD. So if you're going to any of the
like that you need the clear bags. Well, and I don't think it's just football games. I think it's like all activities, right? Like all sporting.
I believe so.
Yeah. So essentially, you need one.
Yeah, everybody needs one if you're going to bring stuff
Everybody needs one.
All right, so we have typically a guest on. Today we're not going to.
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
But we're going to talk about some upcoming events and things that are going on in the business community. And to get us kind of kicked off, do we want to talk about Planner Zone that's coming up on, what is it, Thursday?
All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
On Halloween, but it's during the day. So you still have plenty of time.
Starts at 11.
Yep, starts at 11. You're going to go over to Embassy Suites. You pop. It's more of a come and go. Isn't it 11 to 2?
11 to 2.
11 to 2, Embassy Suites. You're going to get, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but we just wanted to remind you, you're going to get to connect with tons of vendors.
Yep. There's, I don't know, like 100?
Yeah.
It's huge.
I mean, it's huge. Like the whole kind of ballroom area is completely filled. You have vendors that are venues, that are the, you know, decor experts. You have the event planners, and then you have my personal favorite, the food vendors.
Food and beverage.
The food and beverage vendors.
There's all kinds of free giveaways, free samples.
Breweries are out. You've got breweries out. You've got caterers out. You got cupcake people out. I mean.
And these are all people who will be able to provide either catering or, you know, if you order things through them, they can provide that for your event, your party, your family reunion, your conference, your convention. I mean, you name any kind of gathering of people.
Baby shower to business conference.
Oh, I like that. We always forget about, sometimes you amaze me with your clever jokes.
I'm very satisfied with myself. I told Aaron the other day, sometimes I crack myself up. And so like Aaron and I have this like thing, Aaron's my husband. We have this thing where like, it's dated back to college where we like still try and scare each other.
Sure.
So we're real immature. And so like I was hiding, waiting to scare him. And like I was going to pop up and be like, shh, you know, whatever. And then he said he could hear me laughing. And so it didn't work.
In anticipation of.
It didn't work. And then I got into bed and I just couldn't stop laughing because I was so delighted with myself for having this like great idea. Even though I didn't get to execute it, it was still good. So that's kind of how I felt just now, was how I felt then.
It's almost funnier that you never actually got to.
I'm so delighted with myself. So baby showers to businesses, to business conferences. If you want to plan an event, if you are going to touch an event in any way this next year, then you have to be here. And just stop in. Like even, I would say you probably want an hour at minimum. But even if you only had 30 minutes, like peruse through and just kind of,
Yeah.
stop by on your lunch break.
Good use of a lunch hour.
Yeah.
There's also going to be door prizes, I think, and each vendor is going to provide one. So they're going to be giving out door prizes probably like every 15, 20 minutes, less than that, every 10 minutes or something. So it'll be really fun.
It's gonna be fun.
What else is coming up? We had Planner Zone
and
this
then
week.
the small business Saturday is that we talked about that last week, and that's going to be November 30th. It's on a Saturday, just in case you hadn't picked that up.
It's in the name.
It's in the name. And so you're going to have different businesses, not just like our square main business, like the main street kind of square businesses. It's the surrounding area. And Jason told us the parameters. I can't remember.
Oh, I could be wrong about this, but it's probably, I think it's Carroll on the left side and Industrial on the right, and then it goes all the way up to University on the north.
Yes.
And what is it, Eagle to the south.
That sounds close
So
enough.
it's kind of a rectangle shape that Main Street area. It's like a designated geographical rectangle.
Yes.
So the membership, all the people that are going to be signing up for this have to either be members of Main Street Association or the Denton Chamber of Commerce, because we're the two entities that partnered together to put this on.
It's a benefit.
So we just want to
members. I mean, it just
highlight
is.
our members. Yeah.
But it's also a benefit to the community at large because
Absolutely.
you as a patron are going to patronage. Is that the word?
Yeah, patronize
and get discounts and deals, and you have the opportunity to win some prizes, as we learned last week.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, just so long as you're willing to be social, post a social media
just post
photo.
a selfie on Facebook, and there'll be information at all the stops, and you guys can follow the Facebook event. That's where they'll be posting updates. So Shop Small Saturday, you can find it via the Main Street Association Facebook page. So if you Google Main Street Association Denton or go into Facebook, type it in the search bar, those two channels should be able to connect you to the right place. And if not, just, post a comment in this and, somebody will see it and get back to you.
Yeah, so if you do end up following the Facebook event on Facebook, starting in November, we'll start posting some of the participants, so you can start building your shopping list, so you know who's going to be participating. We'll have a map available on the day of, so you know who to visit and who to patronize.
Yes.
And there will also, of course, be the cash prize for the person who participates the most robustly, like they visit the most places.
Patron with the mostest. We need to come up with a better word because it's like the hostess with the mostest, but what could you call like the patron with the mostest? I don't know. We'll come up with it by the end of the show. Okay, what else?
All right, and then I think you mentioned Beaujolais and more.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, I just realized today that it's going to be November 17th, and they moved it over to the North Texas Fairgrounds.
Right.
So, if you're
Bigger,
lucky, it's
better.
bigger and better. You might get a spotting of Nancy Kimmy. She's a Denton
She's
favorite.
delightful.
She's delightful. But I don't know how many years they've been doing Beaujolais, but I know it's been a very long time, and I was just telling somebody about it. Decades. And so essentially it's food and wine. I mean, like that's literally my two favorite things. So of course I'm gonna be really pumped about it. And I mean, y'all go, right? Like, I mean,
Oh yeah,
I feel like everybody goes. Like
it is a very social event. Yeah,
it's very social. And so Beaujolais, you probably know more about the Beaujolais
well,
wine.
I can tell you that
Tell
yes.
us.
So Beaujolais Nouveau
Yes.
is the wine that they're referencing in this
Yes.
Beaujolais. So it comes from France. It's one of the earliest harvested wines.
It's like
pressed.
kicking off
It's very
the season
very
kinda
fresh. Very
concept? Okay.
So it's very fresh. It's very young, and they do an annual release of this from the Beaujolais region in France. And so the world gets their Beaujolais
All at
in
the same time.
select quantities, and there's always a vendor here in town that will get some quantity of this. And so we'll have, well, not we, but they will have Beaujolais there, but also a bunch of other wines.
They'll have other ones, but the Beaujolais is so fun, and like every year it tastes a little different. Like, everybody has like their experts, right? Because these people that plan it have been doing it forever, and so they're like, oh, like the way this tastes, you can kind of like anticipate like how other things will taste because of the season. And
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's really cool.
What the climate did, what the soil type was like. There's a lot that goes
it's really
into
neat.
wine.
And then, of course, it's a phenomenal showcase of different, again, vendors, primarily food vendors, beverage vendors here in Denton that are, and they're raising money. And I forget.
It's in support of the
Campus Theater.
yes.
That's correct. Yes, Campus Theater.
So housed inside of Campus Theater is Musical Theater of Denton, and community
theater. Yeah. So Denton Community Theater. So, I mean, it takes a lot to upkeep that building, and this is one of the channels to ensure that we continue to have an icon in Denton in that building, and then also phenomenal shows. I mean, if you guys haven't been to a show there lately, you're missing out. I think they just got through with Newsies, or what's the...
Newsies was around recently.
Yeah.
There was also, what was the Halloween
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't remember.
Indeed.
But, yeah.
We did not go see those, but we should have.
I didn't see those either, but you really can't go wrong. I mean, all the shows are good. But yeah, so there's always events happening. And so one of the purposes of our show is obviously to highlight events and different happenings in the community. And we really focus more on the business community and the chamber side. But we love to have on experts and people that have, insider information to the event or to the business.
Yep.
And so we're planning our lineup for 2020. We're kind of working on that, and we would love if you guys have any ideas, or if you yourself would want to come on, please reach out to us. Stay tuned. We'll kind of keep you up with more info, but I think it would be so awesome to have some of the folks that watch us tell us what they'd like to see more of, or even what you like or don't like. Like,
absolutely. Feedback is key.
Feedback is key. And I think we did a survey last year, and so we may do something similar to that this year, or if we get enough feedback between now and, next couple of shows, we'll just kind of see how it goes. But we want to hear from you guys. If not, just, tell us you like us. I'm just kidding.
Any other events that are coming up of note that you think?
There's always something going on, but I think we'll head over to the chamber calendar and kind of dive in there. And as you guys know, as a chamber member, you have the opportunity to post your community events. So we're going to talk about chamber events as well as community events that you guys have shared with us.
All right, so Planner Zone is happening today, starting at 11, so within just a few more minutes.
Planner Zone?
Thursday, the day that we were on. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes, Thursday, the 31st, All Hallows Eve, which we left our costumes at home.
Indeed. And then a little bit later in the afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock, is, if you're not familiar, Miss Angeline's. So this is John Williams' newest bar, opened just a few months ago, and I think specializes in cocktails on tap. There's sour beers, a whole bunch of other ones. There's also non-alcoholic beverages that they make.
Soda. I think they're doing like sodas and stuff like that, like handcrafted.
Lots of fun options.
And then they just have really cool seating.
Oh, yeah. The patio outside. The interior is really pretty.
Yeah, they had that room that's like right by the restroom, like in that hall. This little like segue off. That's real cool.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
so that's happening at 4 o'clock over on Oak Street. It's next to Eastside. And then
tomorrow.
Yes. Do you want to talk about yours?
Yeah, I'll talk about mine. But this registration's already closed, right?
It has, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can't register. But we want to still tell you about it, because every single month there is an opportunity to have a business networking lunch that you can attend. So you can network, and then you also walk away with some really helpful business resources. And so tomorrow I'm doing one, and we're going to talk about Facebook and Facebook for your business and how you can utilize it to be a revenue generator. So Facebook, more bang for your buck is our quirky little title. But we're going to head over to lunch. Lunch is going to be at 11:30, and we'll do a program and some networking. And so we'd love to have you guys out there. But if you didn't register for this lunch, that's okay. Stay tuned for next month, and we'll have another awesome expert in to share some business resources for you.
Indeed. So coming up on Tuesday, November 5th, starting at 8 a.m. in the morning, we're going to have over at the Chamber offices, it's a quarterly event that we call Lessons Learned. But
it's a new thing y'all just started, right?
It is. We introduced this year. The previous one was with CEOs and talking to them as a panel of how they got to the position of CEO and the lessons that they've learned along the way. So this one, we've got our digital security and technology experts coming in to talk about implementing technology, the ins and outs of things that you may or may not know or need to know about this type of thing. And it includes any kind of technology and digital security apparatus. So it could be, your servers, your phone system, an alarm, password protections, database things, email, password, all kinds of stuff. If you are dealing with any of these issues, you have curiosity about it, there's going to be, 6 experts that we've brought in. So SEMA Solutions Group, Eon Consulting, Gisati, local circuit, standard user cybersecurity, and Tech Vera. If you're familiar with any of those businesses, then you might know that they are all, run by very, very knowledgeable subject matter experts.
Yes. Then we have Texas Bone and Joints ribbon cutting, and as a chamber member, this is a perk that you get to let us celebrate with you, and we're always appreciative of that. Now, it is open to the community as a whole, so you can come meet this business, and we literally cut a ribbon with giant scissors, so it's pretty phenomenal. So November 7th at 11:30, we can go celebrate with Texas Bone and Joint off of I-35. So we will see you guys there. You can pop over on your lunch hour.
Here's a fun thing the Chamber is putting together.
yes,
So
second
we've got
annual.
our second annual casino night. This year's theme is for Moulin Rouge. I like to say it's very French, it's very red. So this will be happening at the Patterson-Appleton Arts Center. That's where Greater Denton Arts Council is housed. And
Right down at the end of the street. You'll run right into it.
And tickets are for sale, so you can get a regular ticket or you can get our VIP Experience Pass. The Experience Pass will give you some little upgrades. You'll have access to a lounge and all kinds of fun
Private
stuff.
bar.
Yep, private bar, just in case you want to kind of get
After
away.
party.
And then there is an after party at
Oh,
a secret
yeah.
location that we're not divulging
It's like
until a little bit later.
Pop-up after party. It's so fancy.
A little bit.
I love it.
But we had this event last year, and everybody that attended had a really, really
So
fun
much
time.
fun.
So
There's
yes,
gambling,
there,
but
there's
the legal kind.
yeah,
It's not.
we can hold those kinds of events
Yeah.
in Texas
Yes.
with this type of
It's
thing.
not. It's not real gambling. You're not really, gambling.
Yeah, there's
for
no
money.
actual
No.
like money to be won.
No,
But
we're gonna get like busted by the.
I hope not. Oh my gosh. So yes, there will be casino games.
Yeah.
We'll have roulette, craps, poker, and blackjack.
So much fun.
And
It gets rowdy.
oh, there will be a live band.
Of
there will
course.
be
Food,
food, of course.
drinks.
Of course, and a cabaret performance. So the Pistolettes will be
Yes.
performing a little song and dance number.
It'll be a guaranteed good time.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to it, and I
think
hope
it'll be
that
fun.
if you're watching, if you're interested, please, go look up.
Yeah, it was a
getting a
really
ticket.
great group last year, so it should be fun. Then we have another ribbon cutting happening for DFW Neuropathies event, and that's going to be, they're located off West Oak, and it's November 14th at 3 o'clock. Again, this is open to members and non-members, and it's literally a celebration of this business grand opening, so it's pretty awesome.
And I'll close on this one
Okay.
because that gets us like 2.5 weeks into the
Yeah.
November. So Center for Women Entrepreneurs over at Texas Women's University are going to be putting together an event on November 19th on Tuesday. Starts in the evening at 5:15. This will be held at Spring Hill Suites. Just off Center Place Drive, but it's free to attend. And on this date, they're going to be talking about the free business resources at our local public library, and they'll go over business plan and finances. So they're going to go over Center for Women Entrepreneurs services at TWU. And then they're also going to talk about the free resources at the library. I believe this is going to be with Carrie Montz. And if not, oh, yes, I see her name right there. And then they'll go over business plans and other resources and all kinds of credit and credit history questions and information. So if you are interested in starting a business and you want to learn about these particular things or you want to get these addressed, there's going to be a knowledgeable person to talk about that with you.
Yeah, and Carrie is a wealth of knowledge, and I've heard her speak before in the number of digital resources at the library
Yes,
is
tremendous.
Tremendous, and it's great for your business. And so there's like Reference USA where you can actually look up businesses that maybe you want to market to. Sometimes they even have emails, phone numbers, addresses, so you can utilize that for your
You can build
marketing.
a contact list.
To build a contact list. They've got lynda.com,
Lynda.
which is this tool that you can use to almost pretty much get trained on anything. And if
Any
you
software,
any software,
business practices.
yeah, I mean, like the list goes on, and normally you have to pay for a subscription, but if you're a library card holder, these are things that you can get access to for free. And so Carrie talks a lot about that. And I mean, there's just, I don't even think she can go over all the resources.
Yeah, there's not
And
enough time.
There's not enough time. And so it's just, it's our library has done a phenomenal job to be relevant and to continue to kind of provide us with more than just books.
Did you know that they have a
What?
makerspace, like a 3D printing?
I did know, and
And
it's awesome.
I have not seen this thing in person, but I've heard so much about it.
The Forge is what it's called.
That's what it's called.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, and they do like coding school there and all different classes for like kids at different age levels. I mean, I'm pretty sure like the public, you can like reserve a time and go
believe so.
3D print. It's like 50 cents a, however they
Something.
measure it.
Yeah. It's
3D
incredible.
print your own stuff. So cool.
Um,
What would you 3D print? Let's for our prepared fun question.
uh-huh.
If you could 3D print anything, what would it be?
That's a good question.
I don't
mean,
know.
if I could find, I guess, like little statue figurines of like maybe sites around the world, I could have my own little collection of many world sites.
It's very specific.
I don't know. You asked me what I would want to do. I had to think of something.
I love it. So like you have like this giant like 3D printed like map area
Why
in your
not?
home.
Yeah.
That's
here's
fantastic.
like the Arc de Triomphe.
Everywhere you
And
visited.
here's Mount Rushmore. And
love
here's
it.
all kinds of fun stuff.
Okay.
I'm sure
Well,
you could get
mine
that
was
done.
not. Mine was not as fabulous as yours. I thought of one because I was like, "Oh, this would be useful." I would 3D print a coffee cup, and then I could use it every day and be like, "I made this," and it'd be a reminder of my creativity and 3D printing.
I like it.
Mine wasn't. I didn't go the same way as you.
That's a mighty special coffee cup.
It's really. I hope it doesn't leak. I'll bring it on next week.
Oh gosh. Well, and with that bombshell.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks
Okay.
for
We're not
coming
gonna do
on,
the prepared fun
Travis.
question. There's nobody asked
That
that.
we just did it. That was a prepared
I like it.
question. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for coming
so
on.
thank you very much for
Yeah.
joining me, and thank you all for watching or
Yes.
listening or whatever format this is in.
Finding us on all the iTunes and podcast arenas. And thank you to Jake and
Yeah, thanks, Jake.
dentonradio.com. Yeah.
He sits here in
Did we
silence.
say thank you to everybody?
All right. So for more information about the Denton Chamber of Commerce, you can reach out to us through the website at denton-chamber.org. You can also follow and friend us on social media. And remember to tune in here Thursdays
At
at
10-ish.
10-ish.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton. Do you love live music? If so, make Denton, Texas your next vacation. Find more information at discoverdenton.com.